Okay, let's go over UFC 329 really quickly. I'll be talking about some of these matchups in more detail in the coming days. Luke Riley and Kamaka. I'm going to go with Luke Riley. He's on a rise right now, and Kamaka, I actually just don't know anything about him, to be honest. So yeah, I'm going to go with Riley on this one. He's up and coming and he's doing well. Ewing and Basharat got cancelled. Ewing had an injury. Green and McKinney. I really don't know about this one. The battle of the two chiniest fighters in the division. But Green every now and then comes on one of these big runs, which is actually kind of crazy. You'd think he's washed up. He should be leaving UFC, and then he goes on a 2 or 3 fight win streak every time. Even back in 2021, I was like, this guy's like an unk, and that was 5 years ago. So McKinney's extremely powerful and dynamic, and he's a bit more dangerous in the first round. Well, he's a lot more dangerous. Bobby Green doesn't really have much power, but you don't need much power to knock out Terence McKinney, to be honest. I really don't know. This is 50-50. I'm going to go with Terence McKinney because he's just a bit more dangerous, and I don't see Bobby Green surviving a barrage like the way McKinney did with Drew Dober back in the day, where he nearly had him out, but then he got knocked out. Drew Dober can survive that, but I just don't see Bobby Green doing that, to be honest. So I'm going to go with McKinney. He's also younger as well and all that, but not that matters really when it comes to Bobby Green. Whitaker and Krylov. I know lighter man's skill and all this, but Whitaker was a small middleweight. He got out-framed by Rainier the Ritter, and that was his last fight before he lost, and he just got out-muscled. And now Nikita Krylov, I know he's coming off few knockout losses and stuff, and his lost to, Dominic Reyes, and not aging very well either, but I'm going to go with Nikita Krylov. I just think he's too big for him, and I know lighter man's skill now, but that's within reason. Whitaker should be moving down to welterweight, never mind moving up to light heavyweight, so I'm going to go with Krylov by knockout maybe. Especially Whitaker's chin was never the best anyway. I know he's older, now he's moving up to light heavyweight. I don't know if he's able for Stevenson versus Elysian or Elijah, whatever his name is. Going to go with Gable Stevenson, to be honest. It's just a set-up matchup for him. We might struggle. I feel like when that ice cream driver literally is hitting a spinning wheel kick, I feel like Elysian, or whatever his name is, Elysian, can do something. I feel like he might crack him or something. But I'm going to go with Gable Stevenson by a wrestler's overhand. Royval and Kavanagh. I'm going to go with Kavanagh, but I wouldn't count out Royval, just that he got knocked out by McKenna Manel Cap in his last fight, which is grand. McKenna Manel Cap's great and all, but I don't know, I just feel like he's going down a bit, and Loner Kavanagh's on his way up. But he can get knocked out as well. I'm going to go with Loner Kavanagh by decision. I wouldn't take too much in the Brandon Moreno fight because Royval beat him as well, and Moreno's completely washed up now, to be honest. Sandhagen versus Bautista. This is another 50-50 fight. I'm really not so sure. Their first fight was in 2019-2020 when Sandhagen got an armbar, but that was so long ago, and this is a totally different fight now. Bautista did a lot better against Umar than Sandhagen did, but styles make fights, and I don't know, to be honest. Bautista's very well rounded, but so is Sandhagen. And as Lucas Tracy says with the beakers and test tubes, I actually really don't know. I'm going to go with Bautista just because he's younger and he's a bit more momentum. So yeah, I'm going to go with Bautista by decision. But we definitely won't count Sandhagen. I wouldn't put him in a parlay. BSD and Pimlet. I did a video ages ago saying how BSD is going to kill him, but the Gaethje loss is not aging too badly for Pimlet, to be honest now. And yeah, I feel like they're going to cancel each other out on the ground. Pimlet's jiu-jitsu is very good. BSD's jiu-jitsu is very good as well, even though Paddy Pimlet's also very good at judo. He likes the judo trips. They're striking. I feel like this is going to be a striking fight, and BSD has a serious chin, but Justin Poirier did stun him and knock him out, viciously. And Paddy Pimlet ate every single punch from Gaethje and only fell down a couple of times, but kept on walking forward. So I feel like Paddy Pimlet has a slight chin advantage, and I really don't know about this one. I feel like I'm going to go with BSD just by BSD having a better resume. He beat Hooker, Marufi, and what's his name, Dariush. Yeah, I definitely won't count out. This is another 50-50 fight. It's crazy. So many 50-50 fights in this card. And I feel like Paddy Pimlet has the better chin, but I don't know. I just feel like when it comes to the clinch, BSD is going to push him up against the fence, and BSD has a lot more power as well. Paddy Pimblett doesn't really have much power. He's knocked out like his first UFC fighter Luigi Benjamini, and then he knocked out Chandler with elbows on the ground, which is a bit different. I'm gonna go with BSD by decision though. Holloway McGregor, most obvious pick in the world, Holloway. And if McGregor wins this, I'm gonna pick every single underdog for the rest of my life.